Hello everyone, welcome to the monthly forecast reading. This is for the sign of Aries for May 2022. So as you see, there are so many sets of cards here. So I'm going to use different kind of cards to bring out different level of messages. I'm inspired to do so this month. So these are astrology cards to see the astrological side, then the tarot, kipper cards, and the oracle cards. So we'll take out 3 to 5 cards from each one by one and try to see what's the message for you for the month of May. So the very first card that you have is the third house, communication, and then transits, climate, then square, tensions, and then we have opposition, and finally the last card is passion. Very interesting. It looks like that there is a certain amount of self-determination that is on the play. Something that brings in your self-courage because of the climate around you, because of the people around you, because of the situations around you. I see that you would be determined to get through all the tensions, all the oppositions that you have through self-determination, through self-courage. Third house, it shows communication on this deck, but third house is also connected to self-determination and self-growth and self-determination to push yourself forward, to bring in the courage inside you to push forward, not to depend on others. That is something is on a very high move for you. You might feel little emotional about all of this because there would be some opposition around you, there would be some confrontations around you, and to deal with those confrontations, then you will have to handle it with wise communication. That's what the third house again brings in. So communication and self-determination is something that is very important for you for this month. The key word for you is self-determination. And then the fifth house is that you will achieve what you wanted to achieve by the end of this month or in the coming months because of your own self-determination, because of your courage to move forward without worrying about the opposition. That is great. So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. So the very first card is Magician, Three of Swords, Death, then we have two cards here. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords for you. Lot of sword cards, and I'll get back to it. Again, there are two cards here. There's here, this one wants to come out, the Moon. Interesting. So what I'm understanding from your set of cards here is that, of course, there is a lot of self-courage that is required, self-determination that is required. That's where your own inner abilities of being a magician in your own life is highlighted here with the Magician card. The cards are telling that be your own master, do not listen to anyone. And then what I'm seeing here is that the environment around you is a bit hostile. They are quite determined to break your heart. Like the environment around you is like, let's see how much this person can resist, what is the inner strength of this person, how much this person can handle. And the universe is bound to take that test for you during this month. But after this test is over, things will transform into something more beautiful, something more good. And it is also in a way that the tensions will get resolved in a beautiful way. But the opposition is coming from people who had tough time in past because of you, uh, who had to go through a lot of things because of you. Maybe I'm just giving you an example. Try to put yourself into those shoes. Maybe you are a teacher, and to make someone understand the importance of something, one of your students, you might have been a little more tough to that person. And now that person is having an image of you in their mind, that you are someone who is always tough, who is always uh, nagging, who is always pushing them, who is always uh, creating tough situations for them. And your intention was just to prepare them for life. You never wanted to be harsh to them, but they never understood that. So what has happened right now is that they have that kind of image of you, and because of which they are constantly trying to break your heart. But if you have prepared them for tough situations in your life, you have already prepared yourself for such situations. So there's nothing much to worry. What the cards are telling is that you will come out of this month with a lot of emotional satisfaction. That's what the moon is representing, and a lot of passion and love for yourself and everyone involved in this situation. It is something that you would feel little more courageous, you will feel little more down to earth, and you would also feel little more connected with outer energy, some energy which is beyond your control, and you would surrender to that outer energy and will say that yes, I can handle everything because there is support from the outer world, from the cosmic world. There are, whoever you believe in, angels or gods, goddesses, whoever you believe, they are there to support you. Let's see what do we have on the Kipper side. So the very first card is despair. Yeah, when you will be called out to actually call for your inner power, you will feel very despair that there's no other choice but to rely on yourself, especially in the matters of your occupation. People would try to break your heart, whether it's business, whether it's a job, whatever it is, people will try to break your heart. And you being, whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter, you are the main character here. uh, if you are female and you feel that there is someone superior around you who is a male, will help you to resolve the tension. But otherwise you are this main person. And if you are male, definitely this is you. If you are female and you feel that you have complete authority on your situation, you are the person who will transform everything for your own self. But if you are female in a stuck in a situation where you see there is a superior male involved in terms of age, position, designation, and you feel that this person is a little more authoritative, then that is the person who would resolve a lot of things for you. Okay, these are too many cards. Then we have the Lovers card. What I'm seeing here is that by the end of the month, when everything turns around, what I'm seeing here, the people who were creating that trouble for you will the people who were taking things in a conflicting way, they will understand that you were preaching them to do something and you follow that path yourself, and they will feel little ashamed of testing you. They'll feel little stressed out for behaving the way they behaved, but then they will try to develop a very strong, deep rooted, long term love connection with you. Love connection would be very emotional bonding. That's what I mean here. And they would try to do that. And message of concern, they would try to send you a certain kind of message which would be very emotional, which will help you to fulfill your passion, and it would be a matter of concern for you. So very loosely talking, if it is a work kind of situation, they will send you a message which will bring tears to your eyes, which will appreciate your work, which will appreciate how passionate you were for your job, how, like if you were a teacher, how passionate you were to prepare them for their life, and how valuable those skills are, and how much they value you for practicing your own preaching. Something like that. That appreciation letter would be of value, of concern for you, because you can use it for your benefit in future. Let's see what the oracle has to say. The very first card is expecting miracles. Awakening ancient wisdom and embracing future. So this is very much in direct connection with like first 10 days to 15 days of the month, when you are feeling desperate, you are expecting miracles, and miracles will happen to bring that transformation. And you would see that some kind of ancient story that you have read, parable, something that you have read, or some kind of story that you are reading right now, or some kind of mythology, or some kind of ancient ritual that you would be. Okay, let me break this into two different parts. First, like, you will see that something in parallel with some kind of ancient story, parable, mythology that you have read somewhere or heard somewhere is going to happen through this person or yourself to bring a big transformation in your life. Or there would be this person, the person in authority, a male figure if you are female, or if you are a male, then this could be yourself. You would be reminded of some kind of ancient ritual that you should perhaps go ahead and do that, and you will do that, and suddenly things will transform yourself to embrace a very positive future, which is deep rooted in love, which is deep rooted in emotional strong relationship, which is deep rooted in strong faith in the cosmic energy. So that's your reading, Aries. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to have a personal reading with me, follow me on my website astralluck.com. The link is given below. I do both tarot and astrological readings on personal level. And if you want any kind of personal counseling which is beyond astrology and tarot, there is an option for that as well. Feel free to use that. Until next time, bye bye and namaste. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share, and hit the bell icon and the like button.